This is why I really stick with the topic of battle rap. Battle rap is my main show. You dig? And I like having it watered down with the ghetto, and because everything is too depressing. You dig? So much stuff going on with us in these communities, man. People calling them hotlines all the time. We got to get out of that. And know that even if you don't want to hear whatever your family got to say, your family know you better than anybody else. Can you dig it? And that's all I can say. So even if it don't, it might be the information you need to hear. It's the stuff you don't want to hear. Seeing the tragedy that was totally overlooked by everybody. In our communities, at least. Even though the movies he made was watched by everybody. Like, yeah, we heard about the tragedy, what happened with John Singleton, and brother, Black Panther, Chadwick Boseman, things of that nature. Why we don't know about what happened to the daughter of Doug McHenry?
Hello, everyone. I'm Lyric, and this is my show. I was just texting my boyfriend. Yeah.
Most of y'all don't even know that name, Doug McHenry. See, there's certain people that are black people that are not worried about the spotlight. You dig? And that's brothers like Doug McHenry, Ernest Dickinson, even the Bentley Kyle Evans, even though he got that little Armady part on the Martin show. Y'all don't know his face. Even going back to Michael Schultz with Cooley High. There's certain people that just want to do things to have projects done. Not worried about being the famous one. So that might make room for this situation to be overlooked with what happened with his 26-year-old daughter.
McHenry, a close longtime friend of Irvin E.J. Johnson, Magic Johnson's son, was found in the early morning hours of Tuesday, August 14th, 8 days after her 26th birthday.
Sad. Saying that she was living the life, the party life, I'll put it like that, you know?
Isolated area here in the Bronx. I mean, just take a look. We're right over the Major Deegan and the Cross Bronx Expressway. Social media postings show that McHenry was out with friends the night before in Lower Manhattan. So how is it that she wound up here on a sidewalk in the South Bronx? That's what police want to know.
But she was getting a lot of projects done. Even as a 15-year-old, you know, according to information that she was part of the inauguration with Barack, you know?
Today, we're going to talk about the phrase post-race.
But what happened was, party for her 26th birthday. That's on top of that. It's her birthday. Did the party, turn up, do what it do, get a call, go downstairs. Her friend like, yo, you want me to go down with you? She like, nah, I'm good. Go down. Boom, boom, boom. Go downstairs. Whatever happened downstairs, it's still a mystery to me. And then what led to them not letting her back in at her own party was another red flag for me. See, I ain't really want to go there, but we have to go there. Because sometimes I feel that it'd be a whole scenario that's all strategically done to have somebody done dirty. That's all me and my sick mind, right?
Isolated area here in the Bronx. I mean, just take a look. We're right over the Major Deegan and the Cross Bronx Expressway. Social media postings show that McHenry was out with friends the night before in Lower Manhattan. So how is it that she wound up here on a sidewalk in the South Bronx? That's what police want to know.
So, she didn't get let in. Supposed to be somebody in the whip. She walked to the whip, do a little conversation, try to go back to the door. Don't get let in.
That was the last time Maya heard from her. To this day, she still doesn't know who Lyric went downstairs to find.
He texted a couple of friends to meet up, and they wanted her to come downstairs because the club that we were at was very hard to get into. By the time I got everybody together, we went downstairs and she was not there anymore.
And they're going back in the whip. Supposed to be 3 other brothers in the whip. 3 men, yeah, and they're doing the most.
She walks up like she recognizes whoever's in the car, and she decides not to get in the car. And then she goes back to the club. There's a little interval, and then she decides to turn around and come back.
And allegedly, her body get dropped off, on a major Deegan somewhere. Now, that's it.
At around 8:30 a.m., Maya received a call from New York police detectives. Her father received a similar call, but it came from a journalist.
I told him that I was meeting with detectives and I didn't know what it was regarding. And then he told me that my sister was in the hospital and that she was gone.
I received a call at approximately 8 a.m., 8:30 a.m. that morning from a reporter that said, "Do you want to comment about your daughter?" I had no idea what they were talking about. They woke me up. And that's how I found out.
They go to hit his crib. He's already gone.
On the run, the man suspected of giving pregnant reality star Lyric McHenry the fatal mix of heroin and cocaine, then leaving her body to die on a New York sidewalk, has fled, and only we know where he is.
Hit Florida, and hit the Dominican Republic, and then all of a sudden turned itself in all the way back in New York, allegedly. You dig?
People in that car are not only possible witnesses, but they are also very likely the last people to have seen her alive.
Detain him. Keep him in there. He's still in there now.
There's an indication that the heroin was what actually led to her death.
If they were responsible for giving her those drugs and they saw her have a reaction to it and just left her there, then that's like, you killed her.
And that's where the deeper note comes in, where that man is still sitting up. Which, Mr. McHenry wants that man to sit up forever, ever. If that's the person that's responsible for what happened with his princess early.
They found heroin inside of her system, which is something that my sister would never, ever, ever go near. Ever.
And my condolences, man. Straight up. To Mr. McHenry on how this was totally overlooked by all of us.
It was Lyric's choice to get in that car. But once she's helpless and in distress, that's a problem. And that's murder.
There's so much stuff that we dealing with, gossip and all this other stuff about somebody said about who screwing who and all this other stuff. We ain't getting down to the truth on the truth.
He would have told somebody that she was pregnant, and they would have told me, and she definitely wouldn't have been drinking alcohol.
That's a fact. So when is it going to happen to where everything is settled? We have no more time for confusion, man. We need facts, truth, growth. Can you dig it?
As of October 2025, there have been no new updates.